Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you are entertained, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you can hear that, Lucky is back in the house. It's been basically an entire weekend, and also Amelia is feeling herself and being very playful, so we'll see how this goes. But what am I going to do tomorrow or I guess this is going to be published today. What are we doing today in the stock market? Well, first of all, I have so many puts options and things that need to be rolled. So, I need to decide if I want to roll my Biddo option and then, all the MSTU stuff gets rolled over to the next week, unless the market's going in the opposite direction than I want it to go, and the premium's too small, then I might have to roll it 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But when I'm groggy and waking up in the morning, I will set those before the market open. And then the Misty call, I am probably going to leave it there for the moment. Nvidia, just keep it alone. Same thing with Ulti, and then Nvidia, MSTZ, I'm going to keep around, and then basically all of these one-offs, I will figure out what their rollover things should be. And then this week, I'm probably not making any big moves, but my videos for this week, I did find an ETF, a new one to me, that I found interesting. So hopefully tomorrow that's what we go over. And then I wanted to go over the yield max funds I'm still in and my attitude towards them, and if I want to stay in them now. And I think it's fair to reevaluate, even if ultimately I wind up just staying in the same things. But I was planning on rebalancing in July after I have paid off my credit cards. But with the market being as choppy as it's been, I just spent like the last 2 days talking to you about me plotting how to get more into strategy. But I think for me, I could just get rid of most of the stocks I own and then just have another cover call on SPY. So I would have 2 contracts on the SPY. And for the most part, with my own leaps, I would be making more money per week than if I was in the high income ETFs. So I'm still researching it. I'm not going to do anything hasty. I am excited because like at first I just didn't have enough capital, and that was that. But now it's easy to see a future where I would have enough money to not do a poor man's cover call, but just, selling puts until I get assigned and then doing regular cover calls, the dividend wheel. So I'm also hoping to get a feature done in YieldMite. Basically, right now, if you're in simplified view, then you can have like whatever investment amount you say it should have. But when you go down here and you see the distribution desired, and we say it's like $1,000, then I don't want like $1,000 per week from Ulti. I would like to know like $275. And so it's nice to know that, but then when you try to compare it to the every 4 weeks and everything like that, like, how can I get more premiums more efficiently? So I'm basically want to do, we go to investment amount where we have the weekly, monthly, and annually. I want to do that for distribution desired and, have the calculation be correct. So that's the next thing for yield might. And I have a bunch of disabled things in the display options because I don't necessarily care about some of these, but I do know that other people do use these things, and I want it to be useful for everyone that is using YieldMate. So I also published a new song just now. It's called It's Fancy, and it is about calculated risk and how it's fancy, and I feel fancy, and it's fine. So I'm just really hoping also to be able to sleep and, be more coherent and have more time to do some research and have some interactive videos. So what are your plans for options for this week? It seems like a lot of people are predicting that there will be a market crash, which makes me think that there won't be a market crash because everyone's talking about it. So I wouldn't say it's priced in, but it's not going to be surprising. And maybe not as bad as people are thinking, but maybe it will be as bad as people are saying, and we were all warned. I don't know, but I also don't have any alphas, so I can just continue. The only thing that I can do is to continue to invest in alignment with my stated objective, which is the silos that I've set up. But the biggest problem with this is that I'm working on building a lot of positions at the same time, which means that I don't have a lot in any of the positions, which means that I get like a not very much return on a single position yet. But if I keep DCAing into it and I'm like loyal to doing that, then I should be able to get decent things from everything I'm invested in now. But in the meantime, it like hardly ever, it doesn't seem efficient to only have a few shares of one thing if I could just put it all in a single ETF and get it to the point where like I have the income that I want from that and then move on to the next one. But we'll see. I get very impatient. So anyways, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.